Sorry about the crumbs. Had to have me a little morning snack before I get to work. So what has happened is I think my car's having a breakdown. I'll explain. So I finally got my headlight problem fixed. My headlight was working intermittently. Sometimes it'll come on automatically like it should, and sometimes it won't come on at all. And then it got to the point where it was doing it more and more, but it was only on one side. So I took out the wire harness, spliced it, put a little metal tab on there to reconnect it. That worked for a while. But then it started back up again. So I'm like, every time it get cold or raining, I'm like tapping on the side of the fender, trying to get the light to pop on. That was irritating. Well, as luck would have it, a few days after I fixed my headlight problem, my wiper blades went out during the rain. It was working fine, and I went a couple places, got ready to go home, and it just stopped. Turned the wipers on, it just stopped. So there's a piece in it, in the linkage, that was worn out. I replaced it. Worked fine after that. Up until a couple of weeks ago. And it just stopped working. I'm so frustrated with that situation. I couldn't deal with it no more. So I just left it as is. So now what I've decided to do is I am going to replace the component. My local auto parts store of choice sells the wiper blade motor and the wiper blade linkage separately. It's like, well, try this and see. Usually that's what goes bad when you have problems like that. And like I told him, thank you for the advice, but I'm not dealing with this situation anymore for a while. I'm just going to end up replacing both parts. So even if my motor is good and it's not going out, I'm still going to replace it. I don't know. Maybe I'll sell it as a used part. You know, somebody can get a couple of months, a year worth of enjoyment out of it. I don't know. But he's thinking, the guy at the auto parts store is thinking that it's the linkage. So that's what I went and purchased. The linkage. This thing is so big compared to my camera. Ugh. Maybe I'll take a photo and put it on Instagram. This thing is big. At first I'm like, okay, this is not the right one. There's two holes in there. And then I thought about it. I'm looking at and examining it and comparing it to the other assembly on the vehicle. And I'm like, okay. Now I get it. That's for that's the bracket for the motor, windshield wash motor. not washer, but the wiper motor. Everything seems to be in order. So what was happening was I turned the motor on, it starts wiping, and this part, there's a piece that goes in here to link this to the motor. So this side would go to the motor itself, and this side kept popping out. It kept popping out. Bing. Put it back together. Next time it rained, it pop out. Now, when it was first popping out, it wasn't even raining. You know, I'd be trying to wipe bugs off the off the windshield, and it just stopped. What? So yeah, this section right here would pop out. Let me see. All right. So at least this way you can see more of it. Now, it's gonna sit it at a slight angle once I put it on. This section, this piece right here, connects to the motor. This piece is what kept popping off. It'll rotate and rotate and rotate, and then for some reason this will just pop off. So I replaced the plastic piece. The rubber piece was still good, so I kept that, but it kept popping off. So the guy at the auto parts store thinks that this is a component. Some of the guys that I talk to, the older guys that I know used to work on cars or know about cars, they were suggesting that I go to a junkyard and try to find the components that I needed. I had bad experience with junkyards. When it comes to electrical components or major components, linkage components, I do not do junkyards. No. Mm-mm. I bought a door motor from a junkyard. I bought a set of rims from a junkyard. And what was it? It was I bought 2 door motors. Yeah. One worked, the second one worked. What was the first one? No, it was the first one because that's why I went back. The first door motor worked. I went to go get a second one. It worked until it stopped working, like a few weeks, a month later. And it was another electrical component I purchased. You know, you get a fluke and you're like, okay, I'll try it one more time. And that also failed. So, no. Not going to go through that. Besides, my state is starting to reopen and businesses are suffering. So, I like to save money, but if I have to pay full price for a while to do my part to help business get back on feet, on their feet, then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase things full price. I mean, if they want to give me a discount, I'm not gonna turn it down. I'm not crazy, but yeah. So today we are going to slap this bad boy in there and see if it solves the problem. However, I'm not taking this back if that's not the problem, because my original plan was to try to restore the car, not so much factory specs, but to restore it in the sense of having it perform better than it was, having it to look better than it was. In a previous video, I told you I was using Meguiar's brake dust cleaner. It has done a great job of cleaning the rims. When the sun hits the rims just the right position, beautiful. The only problem is, as you get close on the rims, you see all the scratches and the curb rash. So yeah, at some point I want to get new rims. Definitely. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, work on this, and if that doesn't solve my problem, or if it does solve my problem, I'll let you guys know in the next video. I will talk to you later.